areas, right? So don't forget about motor planning areas, the different lobes, you know, that we talked about last time, frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal. Where's the motor planning area if you had to choose one of those cortex areas? And then about your tracks, we got tectospinal tract. Remember that one? What does that one do? Those reticulospinal tracts, there's a lateral and medial one. Which one controls the axial posture muscles, you know, the ones that are real close to the midline? We have vestibulospinal, right? We have medial and lateral there. Which one of those do? Which one of those controls, for example, the lower limb responses, as opposed to, you know, midline responses? Those tracks, things like the corticospinal tract, right? Where do they cross? We talked about how ascending tracts, you know, they cross, some of them cross right away, some of them waited to cross at the decussation and the medulla. What about the corticospinal tracts? Areas of the brainstem, we had lots of information on the brainstem there. Just know the orientation. What's first? You know, midbrain, right? Then pons, and upper medulla, lower medulla. What's on either side of that? What's on the back side of that? You know, what's on the front side of it? On the back side of it, you have, you know, like the floor of the fourth ventricle. You have the, you know, the medulla and the pons is found there. You have the rhomboid fossa on the back side of the pons. You have different things. So just know, if you had to look at a picture, could you identify anything and describe it if it was written in the narrative form like a question? So familiarize yourself with the brainstem. I think you have. We've gone over it enough. What goes on at the reticular formation center? We've talked about that a lot. The reticular activating center, the reticular formation center. Which part of the brainstem has the periaqueductal gray area? Oh, by the way, this reminds me of the quiz questions. Don't forget to look at those. I know there's only about 3 or 4 of you who turn in quiz 5, but it's due on Sunday, so I'll get those back to you as soon as you turn them in to me. We talked about the different cranial nerves. So what division of the cranial nerve is responsible for like pupillary constriction? Which one's responsible for the different muscles of the eye, you know, superior oblique, or which ones are responsible for, you know,